Hey guys, it's Brianna and we are gonna do this video as a little bit more of a chatty vlog style video because I did get a new camera, so I wanted to try it out. Let me know in the comments below how you like the quality and the sound and all the things, because this entire video is going to be shot on this camera and I will link it below in case anyone is curious. So I figured I'd do this video, which I normally would do the intro and outro more like sit down. I figured we'd just do a little bit more of a chatty vlog style thing. So that's what we're gonna do. Today I am trying out Imperfect Foods, which is a food delivery subscription service, specifically like groceries and produce and things like that. And I've been watching a lot of Big Brother, like old seasons of Big Brother on Paramount Plus, and I constantly get ads for Imperfect Foods, and I've thought about doing it before signing up for it. But they just really hammered me with the ads, and you know what? The advertising worked. I will say this video is not sponsored whatsoever. I just feel like trying it out. So this will be my completely unfiltered thoughts about Imperfect Foods. So if you're thinking about trying it out or you want to learn more about it, stick around. You can also go to their website for like more details on what their actual like mission is. How I understand it is that essentially they will ship you every week or every other week a box of whatever produce that you want, and it is typically imperfect. So it's either surplus that grocery stores didn't want, or it's like a carrot that looks kind of funky, or, you know, sweet potato that are shaped weird, or apples that have, you know, little imperfections or bruises on them and things like that. So it's stuff that otherwise they say would get thrown out. Some people say that it's actually not as like good for the environment as they claim, because apparently the imperfect food otherwise would go to like restaurants or things like that. So I don't exactly know how like environmentally friendly it truly is. But the other perk is that it is a little bit more cost effective. I think you get a little bit of a discount because the food is considered imperfect and or like surplus stuff. And they have a lot of different options. I did the smallest box and I did produce only, and then I decided after I signed up that I wanted to add a grains package and a meats package just to try it out. So I already got my first box, which I will show you a clip of that now. Got the goods. My first impression is honestly this box was way heavier than I expected it to be, but let's open it up. Okay, well it looks like everything's just literally thrown in the box. I'll show you. This is how it was packaged. So there's like grains and meat thrown with like some veggies on the sides. The strawberries are like this. We got an avocado down here and some stuff in this bag that's not even sealed. So the first impression honestly is not great, but let's take the stuff out and see what we think. Okay, so first thing is these strawberries. They look ripe. They smell good, so high hopes for these. 2 avocados. They are smaller than I expected. But otherwise, they look fine. 1 fat carrot. I wonder if this is the only carrot that's in here. It's got a crack in it. I selected 1 on the carrot option. I thought it was 1 pound, but I guess it was just 1 carrot. 2 sweet potatoes, also very small. So far, everything's been really small. And they said they were gonna be funky shapes, which indeed they are, but that's fine. 1 tomato, again, I knew it was a Roma tomato, so I expected it to be about this size, but very small. Asparagus. Now this is the one thing I wouldn't really want a ton of, and they gave me a ton, so we got some asparagus. 1 onion, again, pretty small, so that's something to consider. 2 oranges, these are normal size. Doesn't appear they have anything wrong with them either, so 2 apples. Also regular size, and they don't have too many imperfections, a couple bruises, but otherwise they're fine. Some elbow pasta, and then farro or faro. I've never used this before. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I figured I'd try something different, and it was suggested to me, so I figured I'd try it. Also got some bacon in a big old ice pack. And that's everything. All right, this is everything that came in my first box. And I told myself I was gonna record throughout the week whenever I was using the produce or the products that I got. Honestly, I didn't do too great of a job at that. I kept forgetting, but I will throw in what clips I do have. Let's try a strawberry. Mmm. So sweet. Strawberries get an A+ from me. So I keep on forgetting to record when I'm cooking with the actual imperfect foods I was sent, but I did make guac the other day with the 2 avocados and the Roma tomato, and it was really, really good. So that was a thumbs up from me. I've also been munching on those strawberries here and there, and they are very sweet. They're so good. I am craving a smoothie, so let's go make one. Okay, frozen bananas. Blueberries. And then we do have frozen strawberries, but I also have these fresh ones that I got from Imperfect Foods. So I'm gonna use these instead. And last but not least, almond milk. And here you have it, nice and purple. Let's try it. Pretty good. I have to say, I'm usually very picky when it comes to oranges, but this one is perfect. Usually I feel like they end up being too sour, but this one is like perfectly sweet. It's so good. Another day, another smoothie. This time I did strawberry, banana, and pineapple. This one's really good. So for dinner the other day, as per usual, I forgot to film it. I actually used the asparagus to make asparagus fries, which didn't exactly turn out like fries, but they were pretty good, so I will show you them. I'm gonna have the leftovers for lunch today. So we kind of tried to do like chicken fingers and fries, and did instead, as like a healthy substitute, we did asparagus fries instead of actual fries. So essentially what I did was rolled the asparagus into an egg mixture and then put, you know, some seasoning and breadcrumbs on. They kind of didn't come out as good as I wanted them to, but I usually hate asparagus and I didn't mind them, so that's a win. Into the air fryer they go. And here you have my asparagus fries. They've got a little bit of a crunch to them, and yes, I am fully going to dip them in ketchup. Mind your business. And just to give you a little bit more detail on how it works, essentially each week they send you your cart. So they tell you all of the things that you're gonna receive, and then you can go in and you have a short period of time where you can customize. So you can decide you want to take things out of your cart, add other things into your cart, and then once the window closes, you've kind of like locked in what you're ordering, and then they will ship that stuff to you. Honestly, the main reason I wanted to do it was A, to avoid having to go to the grocery store as often, and B, because I wanted to, you know, broaden my horizons a little bit, maybe get some fruits and veggies and things that I might otherwise not purchase. So that's why I wanted to try out Imperfect Foods. Some people like it for the environmental aspect, some people like it for the savings. I don't know how much those two things are actually true. Like, I don't know how much money you actually save. But the reasons I mainly wanted to do it was kind of to like broaden my food horizons and also avoid having to go to the grocery store. My second box is actually due to arrive today, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for that and I will film it when it comes. But overall, with the first box, I was happy with it, and I do think it's kind of a lot of stuff for just 1 or 2 people. So if you're in a household with more than 2 people, it might be more worth it. For somebody like me, it's basically just me and my roommate, I would probably say to go down to the bi-weekly delivery, because I'm already getting my second delivery and I haven't even used everything up from my first box yet. So keep that in mind for sure. But when my second box does arrive, I will show you what's inside and then give you some of my final thoughts on Imperfect Foods. I've just gotten box number 2 and it is way bigger than the first one, so I'm kind of scared. Let's see. Kind of an unnecessarily large box. A lot of empty space. But it's probably because last time I did not realize that when you select 1 for some of these things, it's literally giving you like 1 count, like 1 tomato or like 1 potato. So maybe that's why the box is bigger. I'm not quite sure, but I'll show you what I got. Broccoli, couple onions, grapes, some peppers. This is a weird color. It's also like a little squishy, so that's questionable. Another one. This one feels fresher. Some gnocchi, potatoes down there, tomatoes, a cucumber, some chicken wings. This is smaller than I expected it was gonna be. And again, like, this stuff is just kind of thrown in here. Like, it doesn't seem like it was packaged well, so that's not cool. Yes, my hair is wet, but we're just gonna ignore that fact. I just got out of the shower and I really quickly wanted to give you guys a little bit of a final thoughts on Imperfect Foods. I will say that I was even less impressed with the second box than I was with the first in terms of the quality of the items. Obviously, it's called Imperfect Foods, so the product is not going to be perfect. However, they did say that all of the food would be fresh, and I didn't feel like all of the stuff I got in the second box was super fresh. Especially there was 1 pepper that was like, you could tell it was already going bad. It was like all wrinkled, which was disappointing. And I also don't like that they just kind of throw everything in the box. Like, it's not even organized in a way that would make it, you know, when it ships, doesn't get jumbled around. So I kind of wish the packaging was a little bit more secure for all of the items. Other than that, I will say I do like that you can customize your own box and they have a good variety of things. I will also say that, like I said before, if you are in a smaller household, I would definitely suggest getting the smallest size box, which is the one that I got, and doing bi-weekly, because I'm not even able to use all of the stuff up from the first box. By the time I get my second box, like, I've still got stuff left over from the first one. So I think I'll probably go down to a bi-weekly delivery and give it a little bit more time before I decide whether I want to keep it or not. It all depends on the quality of the items in my next few boxes. But that is my first impression of Imperfect Foods. If you've tried it before, leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of it. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.